Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade Classic. We are going to turn in our Paladin quest today that we did a long time ago, it feels like. Let's get this turned in. I doubt it changed anything, but it could.
Our enemies will fall.
I know what must be going through your mind. Yes, I sent Stillblade to kill you. Do not take offense. It was a necessary test. The Blood Knights are a brotherhood, but we must ensure that our brothers are alert and prepared at all times. Was it necessary to take Stillblade's life to make the point to you? Yes, and that is as much a part of your training as any sword drill. That's awful. This quest makes me feel terrible. So this guy was a fellow paladin who was sent by our trainer here, Night Lord Blood Valor, Night Lord Douche. He sent this guy to test us, and we killed this guy. And he like justifies it as, oh, it's part of your training. Really? It's part of my level 14 paladin training to murder one of our own? You'd think we could have fought to a point, and then he could have like said, hey, this was a test. Good job, you passed, don't kill me. Instead, no. We killed him, and this guy just justifies it. And yeah, as a character, like, from a roleplay perspective, that feels pretty bad. Do we get anything cool from it? No, we get another quest. A study in power. Do not think me unduly harsh, oh, too late. Stillblade knew well what he was being sent to do. He understood and accepted his duty, and is an example for all aspiring Blood Knights. Really? He knew what he was doing? You told him, go test this guy, and let him kill you. Don't let him know at any point it's a test. Just let him kill you. You will die. And that is an example for all Blood Knights. My words are no eulogy. Stillblade's service to us is far from over, and you will be instrumental in his resurrection. Your education... Okay, wait. Are we gonna redeem this by rezzing this guy? And, like, not as, like, an undead. Okay, this might be okay. Your education in the use of the light has focused on mere charms and parlor tricks thus far. The time has come for you to learn of the nature and breadth of our power. Seek out Magister Astalor Bloodsworn.
Remember the Sunwell.
Who is downstairs? That'll work. Not sure if that's how we were supposed to get down here, but it works. Here's their captured Nauru, Mauru, who looks like he's partially shifted into his void form? Welcome, young paladin. The power of the Blood Knights is taken from a being of immense power. The Magister gestures to the large captive being in the center of the room. Isn't it magnificent? 'Twas a gift from our beloved Prince Kalthas, and it is the foundation of the Blood Knights' mastery of the light. This creature begrudges us its power, so we have devised a method for claiming it on our own terms. Claiming the light. Take this vessel. Invoking its magic will allow you to take this creature's power and claim it for yourself. With it, you will be able to restore your fallen comrade to life. There are those who would say what we're doing is wrong, but much of what has befallen us is also wrong. Would they have us throw away such a gift? They do not complain when our power is used to prevent the further destruction of Silvermoon. No, they object when they are safe from harm and indulging their magic addictions. I don't know how I feel about these guys. That's like the worst argument ever. Some would say what we're doing is wrong, but people have done wrong stuff to us, so I think it's fine.
The reckoning is at hand.
The dark times will pass.
Lady Leadrin. Okay, so what are we doing here?
Time is of the essence.
Filled shimmering vessel. Use it on Mauru. Did that not fill it? Guys, what exactly just happened? We clicked it, it casted, it filled, it completed, it vanished from our inventory, it didn't give us credit for the quest.
State your business.
We will drop the quest, and we will take the quest again. And we will click one more time. I'm seeing something go into our bag when we complete that. But then I'm not seeing that item actually appear in our inventory. And we have now moused over every single thing in our inventory, and like, can we all agree that it's not there? I'll even check my keyring. Third time's a charm?
The dark times will pass.
Maybe if I stand closer? Drain Mauru's power. Okay, we're draining. We're draining. We're still draining. Again, I see a little icon kind of move towards our bags. But we don't get an item. It's like, it's kind of hard for me to accept that the quest is bugged and that we're not just doing something totally wrong here. So I'm going to keep trying over and over again.
Our enemies will fall.
Okay, let's log out and log back in. Aha. So logging out and logging back in fixed it. Why that fixed it, I don't know. Maybe there was some kind of server lag? I have no idea. Never seen anything quite like that happen before.
Victory lies ahead.
Well done. The powers granted by the light have never come naturally to the Blood Knights, but we are not so weak-willed as to let nature dictate to us. Our mastery of the arcane has provided a path to help us see through these harsh times. Power no longer flows freely in these halls, but it is there for the tenacious and strong of will. Few have the stomach or the aptitude to master it these days, but I know you will not disappoint the Order. While you were preparing the vessel, I sent a group of initiates to retrieve Sangria's Stillblade. You will find him on the top level of Silvermoon's Inn with an attendant. Make your way there with all haste and unleash the vessel's magic to restore him to life.
Farewell.
Okay. I'm glad we didn't just murder that guy. I was starting to feel really bad, you know, about my own choices in life that got me to this point where I'm playing this character, so glad it didn't really turn out like that. I still feel like there was probably a better way to test us. But if we can res him, that'll be okay. Now we have to find where the inn is at. Apparently not over here. I mean, I really don't want to have to look up where the Silver Moon Inn is at, but I will if I have to. Alright, so here's an innkeeper. There are 2 inns. There's one here in the bazaar, and then there's one in Murder Row. So I guess we're just going to check both. Maybe we'll get lucky. Doesn't seem like it so far. Does the quest say which inn? Of Silver Moon's Inn. Like I said, pretty sure there's also an inn in Murder Row. But I guess we could say this guy is not up here, right? I mean, we've checked every room. It's not a huge space. There's nobody up here. Okay. Alright. Okay, here's inn number 2. Or not quite. Okay, there's another innkeeper. Let's go upstairs. And there he is. Okay. Let's use the item on him. And hooray, he wasn't murdered by us. This is Silvermoon, my head. Next time Blood Valor needs a volunteer, I'll point him in a different direction. See, don't get me wrong, I very much appreciate the resurrection, but I think this is the last time I'll perform this particular duty. Maybe a goblet or 2 of wine will help with this headache. That's the headache you get from being dead for like 6 hours, because that's about how long it's taken for us to get to this. And so that's completed. Kind of hoping this is the last part of this, and that we can hearth back to Tranquiline after this, and get back into some actual action and combat and stuff that's a little bit more interesting than running back and forth here.
Anaria Shola.
Welcome back, Initiate. Now that you know the truth about the source of our power, and you have demonstrated your skill in wielding it, I will grant you the ability to resurrect the fallen in the field. Stay true to the order and excel at your training, and you will only continue to grow in power.
Salama Ashala.
Cool, we get res. Okay. There we go. Yep, okay, let's just go ahead and hearth back. We also have this gray quest to turn in as well for probably very little experience, but at least we will get it done. Oh joy, there are more quests to pick up.
What is it? Our time.
We still got 850 experience from it, that's not bad. Better than nothing. I guess we're gonna go see what this other quest is. It's funny because for parts of vanilla, like specifically anything level 40 and plus, I complain a lot about how there isn't enough to do in a small area, and then like the Burning Crusade zones all kind of take the opposite approach, where they give you too much to do all at once, in my opinion. I would have loved to see a little bit more spacing out of the quest, so that you can like mentally track some of the stuff you're doing and why you're doing it. Now you have 2 quests. The dark energy that flows through the bodies of the reanimated skeletons tends to accumulate primarily in their spine. I've discovered a method of instilling this energy into a potion that boosts our magical abilities against the undead. Bring me some spinal dust, and I'll be glad to provide you with a sample.
Farewell. Baladash Malanore.
Rotting hearts. I hear the Amani trolls eat their enemies' hearts to steal their strength. They might just be onto something. No, I doubt that they are. With the proper treatment, the hearts of the unliving can produce potent elixirs. Hunt down the zombies that roam the Dead Scar and bring me their hearts. I'll show you the kind of enhancement we can perform to your physical prowess against the undead. Yeah, like, as a character, as a person, I'd rather you not treat me with some kind of potion made of rotting hearts, and I'll just pass on that steroid. You know what I mean? Like, no thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. In fact, maybe you should get some different hobbies. Yeah, but we're gonna do it because we're a WoW character.
Remember the
We need
Sunwell.
that sweet experience. And yeah, it's a good thing that we took those, because I did want to go down the Dead Scar. So let's try to track the things that we think we're actually going to be doing. And see, that's what I mean. You kind of think like, well, if you feel like you have too many quests, just don't take any more quests. But you can't do that. If you do that in World of Warcraft, you're setting yourself up for failure, because you're not going to be able to chain the quests together. You know, you have 27 quests, and like, yeah, 3 of them are going to be done in a small area, 2 of them are going to be done over here, so on and so forth. And so if you're trying to just take them a couple at a time, keep track of what you're doing, follow the plot threads, you're just kind of wasting your own time. The game is set up like that, unfortunately. Very intentionally. And which is probably why the game has always been played in a way that where most people do not read the quest. You take all the quest, you run out into the field, you fight stuff, and you click on things. And that is the design approach, and the game is developed with that in mind. It's not a fluke. Alright, we have Risen Hungerers, and we have Gangled Cannibals. Ooh, it's raining outside. You guys might be able to hear the rain just pounding right against my window. It must be going like horizontal or something out there. We'll put Might up here before we get into things. And I am hoping that these guys will have the hearts and or spinal dust, but a couple of loots here should tell. We need to steer clear of Luzron over there. We're not quite ready even to find a group to take him yet. He's level 21, so it's going to be a little while before we are prepared for that fight, even with a group. Alright, so maybe these guys are not going to drop the hearts and spinal dust. That would be unfortunate, but is proving to kind of be true. It could be the guys that are down to the south, closer to... Is this Deathholm down here? I often forget that this weapon has some kind of equip bonus that shoots a shadow bolt from time to time, and I'm always like looking around wondering who's shooting a wand at our target. But if you see that little shadow bolt, it's actually coming off of the Tranquillian flambers that we have equipped. We don't need the Watcher. Let's go back this way. We've pulled one of these phantasmal watchers. What I'm gonna do here is heal up. Maybe get one more heal off before we're out of mana. And that's us dead. Yeah, really have to have your camera wheeled out here and be constantly looking around. We knew he was there, but we didn't take adequate precautions against getting crushed out of existence by him. So that's my fault. Luckily, we are not too far from our body. Unluckily, our gear is starting to break. So we're either going to need to replace or repair pretty soon. I'm hoping we get some upgrades. I'm hoping that we'll be able to buy some more stuff at the vendor, but I'm not sure what our reputation is right now. We could probably take a look. We are honored. I think we have to be revered to get the next round of equipment off that vendor. Not 100% sure. We can check it when we go back. Yeah, we really need to find more of these. This one's gonna get tagged by this other paladin. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we need more risen hungerers, and we need less gangled cannibals. But this area suddenly became a little hotspot of players, so we'll see what we can get and what we have to wait for respawns on. And yes, I am aware that our chess piece just went completely red. Very nice, very awesome, very pro. What do we got going on our chess piece anyway? We have no stats on it. Obviously the 81 armor is a pretty big loss, I guess, but I'm not running back right now to take care of it. We're gonna wait till we finish this quest. We only have 3 more guys to take care of, so... Oh, somewhere along the way, guys, we looted a single rotting heart, which is kind of frightening. It's kind of frightening, because that literally means that we can get them off of these guys. But out of the 18 that we've killed, we've only had 2 hearts drop. That makes my heart drop, because it means that the rate for the drop is abysmal. I'm kind of hoping that every undead in this area will drop those. Just because I know we have a lot more quests to do to fight undead down in the Deathholm area. And if that's going to be what the drop rate is, 2 out of 18, we're going to be at it a while. So yeah, we're not going to rush to complete this. We're going to hold on to these and assume that we can pair them up with other quests down the road. If that proves not to be true, I will weep inside. Alright, that's the last one we needed. Now, where does this turn in exactly? I don't remember. I'm hoping it's in Tranquillin, but it might not be. It is. And we don't get anything from it except for 6 silver, which is fine. I'm hoping we'll get a quest to go into an area where there are spiders soon, so we don't have to make a separate journey just to get the spiders. I know there are some basically anywhere to the west of the Dead Scar we can find spiders. Is Windrunner Spire in Windrunner Village, or is that going to be somewhere else? Take the road south until it branches. Take the right fork after crossing the Dead Scar. I mean, that would be the right fork. That might be what we tackle next.
What is it? Remember, patience, discipline.